Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Soulfire Tarot. My name is Steve. This is for the month of February 2025. So with that, I'll give you a little ding, and then a little dong. Pleasant tones, pleasant tone. All right, let's see what's going on during this month of February, my Scorpios. First card drawn is the Princess of Chalices. This is somebody who is confident and poised in their position of being at the border of their dreams and carrying that through. This is somebody who sees the grace and the majesty in life and is empowered by the guidance of their feelings, their emotions. Somebody who feels confidently in how they're striding, of which borders they take. This is also signifying something of guidance, allies. We have the Fool. The beginner's luck, the innocent one, the wolf behind the child, amidst a field next to a bush of roses. The Fool, signifying new beginnings, one who is in an opportune state to learn anew, to begin their path in the wayward world of life. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, suggesting what things might need come into place for you to be right to seize this opportunity of growth, of new ways that connect to your world, to your flowering, the growth and tending of life, of this opportunity for something new to begin. And what has helped brought you here? Perhaps a time of passing, a time of lost cups, of things that have been, things that have died, things that have passed on. Perhaps you've been coming from a place of transformation, of grieving something that has been lost, of losing something. Here we have the Seven of Wands. We see a man ardently breaking through these things that bind him, these ties, fighting to become free for that which he feels emboldened, passionate and empowered, strengthened, breaking through of these things that have inhibited and limited his growth and the transmission of which he feels called and destined to push forward to. It is now signifying that this is a time of vanquishing that of which our enemies, perhaps our inner enemies, the things that have held us back. Perhaps we have come to a place where we have been victorious in conquering our foes, whether that be our inner demons, parts of our psyche, things that inhibit the full transmission, expression, and radiance of our confident pursuit of the dream in life of which this cup we carry. Lest it could be also a time of viciousness. Perhaps there are strong, bitter feelings, battles, in the realm of ideas, of which people feel quite strongly of. We see this man ruthlessly cutting over the one he has vanquished. Although superior in winning this fight, at what cost might it be? It is a time of movement, change, and swift action. We see here the chariot, the black and the white horse. Many forces are moving. We see the crab on the emblem of the chariot with the chariot driver. In this dry storm where not all things are visible, lest things are moving, there is a direction, there is an endeavor, there is something of which things are moving towards. Are we in control of these horses? What horse may we have influence? Perhaps we are the horse. Perhaps we do not see where we are going, but we know our destination, and through taking action at whatever this new beginning might be, taking a position of beginner's mind to learn anew, to perhaps seize this opportunity or this which maybe become more clear. We have the Two of Wands and the Emperor in reverse. What domain, perhaps, are we defending? Do we need to strengthen? Perhaps something that we feel strongly of that relates to our sense of security, to our domain, to our empire, to that of our safety, our kingdom, our ownership, our ruling and responsibility. Perhaps we are fighting something that imperils our destination. Perhaps we are fighting something which is drawing a part of us to be ruthless. Perhaps we are the one being cut down, Scorpio. And let's see what guidance we might have. Perhaps we are not being vulnerable with how we truly feel. Perhaps we are not surrendering to something we do not have control of. The Eight of Swords in reverse. We see this image of the person resting on their knees in surrender. The swords identifying to ideas, things of the mind, things of cutting decisions, directions, penetration, that of being amassed by things perhaps that we cannot control, things that we are being guided through and brought through with the Two of Pentacles on a journey in a place where we do not know exactly where things are going or where we're at. Perhaps there is a feeling of being lost. Perhaps there is a feeling of not knowing where this is going. Nevertheless, things are moving. Things are transpiring. I see you in a powerful position, Scorpio. I see you in a position of strength. I see you in a position of overcoming the inner beast, taming it with gentility, with higher knowledge, reason, the ability to tame that great power which may be ferocious and destructive for those in its path, the unbridled force of a jaw able to crush, destroy, rend, and eat of another. Yet if we may find the temperance from within to come above this unwitting force, this wildness, and temper it with a vision to see how we may essay and direct this force, this power, this strength from within ourselves, we may be in a better position to more balanced, more reasonably take an orientation in life. And this may serve our contemplation. We have here the Three of Wands, our contemplation. Where are we going in this dark forest? What may be dreamt? What light illuminates to be able to have the vision, to see through these possibilities, to see through these dreams, to be in a possession of the coming dawn? Where might we orient ourselves? How may we keep in steadfast solitude to reflect and know what is true from within. What fears might we not be acknowledging at this threshold of change? What might we be afraid of within ourselves? These snakes, the snake symbolizing the hidden power, the elusive, deadly force. One fell step, and one may be smitten to death in the underworld. But with courage, we may transcend whatever this gateway may be. Courage to grapple with the world, courage to grapple with what might be holding us back, keeping us down on our path wherever we may be going, to have the strength to overcome our obstacles on this path towards success in our way of life. For what transformation may be coming, for what might not need to be in this tower, this fall, one who sees and one who does not look at what is coming from above to below. Perhaps with our strength we may be able to tame this destructive force, to be able to avoid a certain doom. Ominous! There's something about this blue and pink light that makes it extra quite nice. And so with that, dear Scorpio, let's see a general clarifier of what this is all about. Perhaps in the larger vision, looking over time, we have here the Five of Pentacles, contemplating what is growing, what fruits we have to tend, what we bring to nourish and give and enjoy in the splendors of life when it relates to our keep towards what we have to give and receive. In reverse, perhaps this is a time to reassess what it is we are making of our life, what it is and how we apply our time and energy to cultivate, grow, and make productive value in this life that we share and exchange for one another. And with that, I would like to do what I do in these with the Blind Spot Oracle cards produced by Teal Swan. These cards, I feel, oftentimes help illuminate something within the unconscious, something that we might not be able to quite see about ourselves or our situation. And with that, I will draw a sigil for Scorpio in the month of February. Yes, Scorpio. We have here the 62. In the last sign of Libra, I drew the 63. We have the 62. Quite interesting. Let's look into what this is about. 62. Death and transformation. Denying death. If we have drawn this sigil, in this situation, the death of something is actually needed in order to get where you want to go. There is something you need to let go of. Something needs to end. You are currently unable or refusing to see the value of this ending and the need for it. This sigil is telling you that the time has come for change, transition, endings, and transformation so as to leave the old behind. It is telling you that currently you are in serious resistance to this. As people, we are naturally terrified of death and of endings, both of our own deaths and that of others. What is even more terrifying is that death happens to everyone. It is the inevitable, inescapable nature of life. Death comes no matter who you are, how much money or status you have or don't have, where you live, the color of your skin or your religion, anything. This sigil is telling you that an ending is something that you need to allow. Just like death, change, and the endings that come with change are also an inevitable part of life. Like death, change is inevitable, and we all feel as if we are caught in the seas of change and cannot escape its effects, including losing things we want to cling to. The upheaval of these endings can feel painful and unwanted, and so it is very hard for us sometimes to see that they serve us in any way. But you also know what it is like to look back at the ending of something that you once thought was the end of your life, only to realize that now, standing in this new place, you are overwhelmed with gratitude that it did end because of the place you are in now that is so much better. It is profoundly difficult to let go of something at times, to close one door so that another might open. But if you have drawn the sigil, this is what you are being called to do. Something that no longer serves your expansion path is coming to an end, and you need to let it come to an end. You may only see the importance and value of this ending after it happens. But the sigil only appears in situations where the letting go of something and the ending of something is what holds the promise of renewal, transformation, and alignment with one's true desires, path of purpose, relief, and value. If you resist these necessary endings, you will inevitably experience pain. The sigil is telling you that you need to move forward. Recall the chariot. Things are moving forward. And perhaps this was our signifier of death. You need to let go of what prevents you and potentially others from moving forward into an improved state of being. What are you resisting the death of? An idea, a belief, a page turn, a behavior, an addiction, a phase of life, your attachment to something perhaps, a relationship, a job, a house, a person, a part of your identity, yourself, a pattern, a habit, a pet, a thing, whatever it is. Ask yourself what needs in order to allow that ending. All right, my Scorpios. I love that reading. The intensity, the rawness, the uncertainty, but the strength of it. I myself have a Scorpio moon. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope this might be of some value to you, Scorpio. Please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to leave a comment, I would certainly appreciate that. Thank you.